All right, welcome. Hello, everybody, to an all new, the Downright Sports Game 3 NBA Finals post game show. I'm your host and notorious sports critic, Brent Reid. And if you listen to the first two shows, you understand what we do. Here we break down and we discuss what happened in Game 3. I would not be a good host. I would not be a good human if I would not be honest. I forgot the game was on. I can't, I just forgot the game came on early. We came back with dinner and it was like, oh, the game's on. So I picked up the game in the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, caught most of that, and, ended up watching the rest of the game until probably about the fourth quarter where it just got boring. Basically, Milwaukee at home, very predictable. If I'm not mistaken, the last time a team was swept in the NBA Finals was 2009. That was the Spurs beating the Cavaliers. That's the last time a team was swept. And teams have not been swept. They've even lost 4 games to 1, 4-2, or they've gone 7. Milwaukee is going to ensure there's going to be a Game 5 for the most part. Giannis and his gang of merry misfits back home, showed up, and showed out. These guys returned home and played their minds off. They played their butts off. To give you an idea, the Bucks went 7. Here we go. 43 for 90 from the field, shooting about 47%. 3-pointers, 38.9%, going 14 for 36. And they live at the foul line. 20 for 26 from the foul line. They do not play games. Final score is 120-110, just in case you missed it. Giannis Antetokounmpo joined rare company. He joined Michael Jordan, Jerry West, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, am I missing someone? And Rick Barry as the only players in NBA history to drop 40 in back-to-back NBA Finals games. Think how many finals there have been. Think how many great players there have been. Think how many not Magic, not Bird, not Kobe, not Duncan. The list. Not Walt Frazier, not Wilt Chamberlain. But, so congrats to Giannis, who we're gonna go on Giannis for a few minutes. Giannis has played fantastic in Game 2. He played fantastic in Game 3 tonight. And he didn't play a bad Game 1 for a guy who we all thought was hurt and out. He is showing that the NBA is almost his. Yeah, he doesn't have the three-point shot, but does he need it? Shaquille didn't have one. Tim Duncan doesn't have one. Jordan wasn't a big three-point guy. He could hit threes, but he wasn't a three guy. Let's not forget threes is part of the game, but it ain't the whole game. LeBron ain't the best three-point shooter in the world. So what if Giannis is telling the game, he's telling the world, he's telling the NBA, he's telling everybody, this is my league. For the first time, the game may have a non-American born player as its head dude, especially if he can bring the team back, win his first championship. It's not like when Dirk won his, because remember, if you're a certain age, a lot of people used to root for Dallas and Dirk. Dirk was a very popular ball player. Dirk was tall, he could shoot, he was finesseful, and it took so long before he won his first one, though. And by then, it was towards the tail end. If Giannis can find a way, and him and his guys can turn this around, and I'll tell you if I think they will, but if he can turn it around, put that ring on his finger, maybe add a second one sometime, and either next year or whenever. I know we're so accustomed to back-to-backs, but it's not supposed to happen that way. But if he can get another one here and there, or just find himself always in the conversation, he will be the guy. He will be the guy young kids are going to watch and want to emulate and want to play like. Tonight, the reason why Milwaukee was so successful, as we go to the notes, basically, they went to what works. They were at home. They woke up this morning, showered in their own shower. Everybody know what that hot water in your own home feels like. got out of bed, sheets were nice and fresh, floor felt good, ate breakfast, these my silverware, nom, 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 nom. Drove their car, went to them, got to see their favorite barber, you know what I'm saying? Got to see their significant others, if you get what I'm saying to you. Got a little relaxed. Got to the stadium, got their rim, their locker room, their favorite shorts, their favorite socks. Felt good, felt real good. And they were able to win game 3. Now, we've seen this a lot. Teams always in desperation come out, play hard, win game 3, but the better team shows back up. These teams are not they're not quite even. They're not. They're really not. But you're talking about two teams that have no championship experience. So for the Suns, this could be a slap in the face. Holy smokes, we lost. Where Milwaukee's like, oh, we needed this. Now, Milwaukee was down 2-0 against the Brooklyn Nets. And then Stigmata hit the Nets and they lost players. So I don't think it's going to happen to Phoenix. But if you're Milwaukee, the coach finally showed up. He let them watch some game tape because you saw defensively they were on time. They were moving with the ball in the air. They were making sure they was picking up the guys of the man. A lot of help defense was there. Offensively, they were controlling the pace. They were controlling the tempo. They were playing in the post. The threes that they were shooting came from good passes, came from reverse passes, that made that extra pass. They showed tonight that their basketball IQ is there and it exists. Versus whatever the heck they were doing in the first 2 games where they were just basically out there enjoying life. As far as the Phoenix Suns is concerned, they better figure. Now, apparently they might have rested. They didn't realize the game was over, so they rested Booker and get him ready for the next game. Devin Booker's 24 years old. He don't need no rest. You leave your star on the court and you let him shoot it out. Devin Booker tonight he scored 10 points, 1 for 7 from 3, 3 for 14 from the field. If you're Devin Booker and you're supposed to be Mamba-like, you look your coach in the face, you go, bruh, don't put me on the bench, and I'm not sitting here. Put me back in the game. There's time. I get hot. We go off. We can defensively make changes happen. So now you're going to come, now a kid who you didn't sat, his first NBA championship, you expected him to just come back game 4 with that not in the back of his mind that you benched him? You played him 29 minutes like he's some scrub? No, they need to, if I'm Chris Paul, I'm pulling Marty Williams and something like, look, man, that's our best player. We need to find a way to get him off. We don't know what we need to do, but we need to get him off. He needs to be the key cog to make this win. Because if Devin Booker is not the key cog, if Devin Booker is not the guy, if Devin Booker is not getting the touches he needs, guess what? Suns ain't going to win. And my prediction will go to crap because I picked the Suns to win in 6. It's not Akam, it's not Bridges, it's not Crowder, it's not Johnson, who, by the way, had his comment. That dunk tonight, holy Moses. Allie was sitting next to me, and she's not a sports person. I got her watching the game, and she looked and goes, oh, is he supposed to do that? And I was like, kinda. That dunk will always be in NBA Finals lore. Like, that dunk needs to lead Sports Center. Like, guy pitches no-hitter, golfer shoots a high score. Nope, that dunk should lead Sports Center. Like, after that dunk, after he posterized a PJ Tucker, even PJ Tucker was like, oh. The only thing going through my mind was the Boondocks when Riley was like, you think that's winning? When somebody just dunks on top of you, you consider that winning? Cameron Johnson, 6'8", 25 years old, played at North Carolina. It's only his second year in the league. He was a first-round pick last year, picked by Minnesota, actually, and later traded to the Suns. And, yeah, he showed up big time tonight. Big time. Big time. He showed up huge. And I thought he was going to be the key. Like, oh, well, he's hot. Because he was all over the place. It just looked like the rest of the team wasn't ready to play with them like the rest of the team. Well, one thing, they got Aikman in foul trouble, and they went small. And the small seemed to work a little bit. But the problem is when they go small, Giannis goes big. Giannis looked like the Incredible Hulk out there. It was like, oh, you guys want to play little? Okay. I got something for all of you. Just let me be me. Giannis, 41 points, 13 rebounds, 9 of them were defensive, 6 assists. He had a very strong game tonight. Good for him. Drew Holiday returned to action. 21 points, 9 assists, 1 shot from a double, 5 rebounds. Good for him. You know who's still missing though? Chris Middleton. 3 for 7. 6 for 14. Played 41 minutes. He's playing more minutes than a lot of the guys. He had 18 points. If the Milwaukee is going to try to steal this series, Middleton's going to have a 25-point game. Does he not have it in him? Is he lost? Is he confused? Is he scared? And they're going to have to get a 15-point game out of Brook Lopez. He ain't dropped 15 points yet. And will he rebound? Now, Bobby Porter showed up tonight. Bobby Porter gave him big numbers, 11 points, 8 rebounds. This is what I've been talking about. Your others have to pick up the pieces. Where are the others? And the others finally showed up. The Phoenix Suns, what will Phoenix have to do to restore, take back this series, make sure Milwaukee has zero hope going into Phoenix with 2 days off of rest? Number one, restore Devin Booker's confidence. Have Devin Booker, when he's in the gym, you in his ear like a boxer. You're telling him he's the best. He's the greatest. In practice, he is getting every touch. He's getting every pass. He's taking every shot. He needs to feel invincible. He needs to feel like the man. He needs to be the man. Chris Paul's a veteran. He's been around. Chris Paul can handle it. He can bounce back. He knows what it's like. Bridges, he'll be there. Crowder, he's been there. But it's Booker who's the key guy. Booker needs, and at the same token, Booker, if you're going to channel the Mamba while you're in practice, you need to be getting in people's butt. If you're going to work hard, everybody got to work as hard. If you're going to go push yourself, everybody got to push themselves because the team watches. Everybody's watching you. And if you're going to play like, we lost, then the rest of the team will follow suit. But if you come in on fire, Devin Booker, you bring that energy, you bring that aggression, you bring that you just come in like a mad dog. You will find yourself up 3-1. Devin Booker, if Giannis is dropping 40 like that, Booker, you can do it too. Don't be shy. Demand the ball. Don't shy from it. Demand it. Make it your own. For Milwaukee, if they're going to keep this going, change nothing. Keep the pace the way you have it. Go back to playing. Use the post as your starting point. You play there, you look for the 3. Don't fall back to the 3. If I was Phoenix, now that I'm thinking about it, I would surprise them coming out the gate. Go full court press. Start the game, press them early. Get in their pocket, wear them out. Because we know one thing about Milwaukee. When they're worn out, they don't want to play. I'm here to tell you. Who do I got winning game 3? Phoenix will probably win. All these games have been ugly. Phoenix will win game 3, but we're finally going to get our first close game. A game that goes to the wire. We're finally going to get one of them. So hopefully that's because I fell asleep in the fourth quarter. I don't even lie. I had to jump up just so I could get everything set up and going. Hey, thanks a lot for listening. It's been fun. Obviously, if you're watching on Facebook, the podcast, excuse me, you can download the podcast at Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify, Anchor, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. Listen to the regular Downray Sports this Tuesday on DynastyRadioNY.com, your number one source for hip-hop and R&B, an all-new show as we talk about the British Open in the MLB season so far. And then if you miss it, you get the repeat on Thursday. And then next week, 2 interviews, believe it or not. Yeah, we got 2 interviews going into the following week. Well, my dad's birthday week. I don't know. I'm just going to post those shows. I'll record them and post them. How about that? Anyway, it's been fun. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. We'll be back for game 4 post game. I want to say it's Wednesday, so we'll be back for that. So a lot of shows all over the place. Your man is on fire. We'll talk to you guys later. As always, wash your hands, be safe, treat everybody with respect and love, and deuces.